Van Isle 360 race going past Salt Spring Island. We have Icon, and I believe the trimaran's name is Makika. Makika? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. And they're in first place, but Dragonfly is on the other side of Galliano. That's Galliano Island right there. I've been watching the tracker, race tracker, and they've taken the longer route and they're on the outside, and they're about even right now. So there's Icon. And then the other boats that are in the race, about the other 30 or 40 boats, have not made it through Captain's Passage, which comes out, that's Prevost Island, and that's the tip of Salt Spring right there, and they've got to come through Captain's Passage right there, Nose Point. And so they're a long ways back. Now, according to the race tracker, a few boats cut through Active Pass, but I find that very hard to believe. You're not allowed to sail through there. Oh, there they are, just coming around. There's a tip of a boat right there. There's the first or third place boat right there, just coming around the corner on past Nose Point on Salt Spring, coming through Captain's Passage with Prevost Island in the background. Beautiful Prevost Island, which I am banned from for life. That's another story. And then we've got Icon right here, and Makika in first place. And they're just off Galliano, and they're going to go behind. That's Wallace Island right there. Panther Point, named after the panther that went aground right there. And you can see the wreckage right off the point in the water. So they're headed in the channel there between Galliano and Wallace. And we've got Icon just, I mean, really going fast. The wind's probably about, I would say, 4 knots, maybe 5 knots, no, not 5, probably 3-4 knots. But they're really doing well. And the little trimaran is just staying in front of them. And we'll just pan back down one more time. That's Galliano, which is a huge island. I'm on the Fernwood Dock. And we've got one boat that's coming through Captain's Passage. I don't know the name of the boat, I'll check. And this is Fernwood on Salt Spring. Used to be called Beggsville. It was the first area settled on Salt Spring. And the Raven Street Cafe is right there. Great spot for pizza. Little coffee shop. There's Mary's house. And all the houses along North Beach Road. Actually, I sold a house right in there that was owned by the guy that discovered Marilyn Monroe. And he used to own Wallace Island. His name was Conover. Wrote the book Stuck on an Island. No, he wrote the book Once Upon an Island. He discovered Marilyn Monroe when he was a time-life photographer in World War II. There's Icon. It looks like they're making time on the trimaran, but it's hard to tell from this angle. Find out. It's been a long race. Almost 2 weeks. This is leg 10. The final leg to Nanaimo Harbor. That is the trimaran that I believe got clipped by a whale and they lost a dagger board or broke a dagger board. I believe that is a trimaran, I may be corrected. And again, we'll pan back and we'll see how many boats have made it through Captain's Passage. And the problem is the tides, as we can see from the dock here, the tides are really high and they've turned, I believe. So the rest of the fleet is going to have to fight the current of Captain's Passage. And anyone that sails in this area and races in this area knows that you get a big push through Captain's Passage coming at you when the tide turns. So 4 knots, and it can be really tough to get through there. So we've got one boat through. I don't see any others. Scott Simmons, Salt Spring Island. Have yourself a wonderful evening. Just Just fighting the crowds down here on the Fernwood Dock, watching the exciting Van Isle 360 race. I just find it interesting. And I like sailboats. And I like racing sailboats. And I can't get away and go for a 2-week race, so I can at least film it and put it on video. Ooh, right past the mark, eh? Cool. Just off Panther Point on Wallis Island Icon. Sailing really well. Shootout. Slight heel. Just working that spinnaker. It's hard to see. It looks like something was in the water there. Sorry about that. The zoom has a maximum range. It's so hard to see and hold, so hard to hold still. Wind's picking up though. Sorry about the camera bouncing around, but it's you know, once you get out in the zoom, it just, you lose it. Oh, look at Icon. Looks like they're passing the trimaran. Oh wow, they've got action on the VI 360 race. Look at that. Van Isle 360 race.